What's up, everyone, and welcome back to some more Oxygen Not Included Max Difficulty. Here we are in our tiny little base here, and yeah, everything's going pretty well. Go ahead and hit play, get things rolling. Now, there were a couple comments, one by Brian Betcher, letting me know that I have tons of polluted water that I can make polluted oxygen with, and in turn, clay using deodorizers. So that's a system that I might want to set up or look towards setting up right now, because it would be really nice to have ceramic production, and I'm going to need clay to do that. So using polluted water to off-gas as polluted oxygen, and then use deodorizers on top of that to get some clay. It also helped out my oxygen production a little bit, which is nice because it would conserve a little water. Not that I really have water issues anymore. The biggest problem now is just melting this stuff down. I could always dig it out and start building temp shift plates. I don't know if I have that unlocked. Where the heck are temp shift plates? I don't know. Utilities. Yeah, I don't have it. But yeah, if you build a temp shift plate out of like ice or polluted ice, it melts pretty much instantaneously. So I could do that if I was desperate, but I don't think I'm gonna need to. As long as I plop my machinery down into that room, we should be good to go. What do I want to research? I don't... Fire poles, maybe? Let's get fire poles. Fire poles and temp shift plates. That'll be good. Okay. So what do we got going on here? Well, we're getting our bathroom going. We already got one toilet sink and then a shower, so duplicates can get that nice shower buff. Let's go ahead and boost this priority here on the pneumatic door so I can get my room buff, because currently this is not a barracks, and we would definitely want it to be a barracks. Let's see. Look, yeah, I think I'm probably not gonna do anything with that oil fisher for a while, so that's where it's staying. How's my oxygen? Oxygen's decent. Carbon dioxide, I remember, is kind of fluffed up right now because of the way I wired this. Now, it would be kind of simple to just kind of reroute this bridge so that the water goes into the carbon skimmer first, but I think I'm alright just to let it build up here. These oxyferns are somehow still going. I'm just going to uproot these. I mean, they've been uprooted, but the priority was low, so they would never get around to it. But now, wait, is the pip just going to put it back? That might be what's happening here. The pip might just be replanting them. But no, they don't plant that much. So they may replant like one or two here, but they're not going to plant all of them. Alright, wait, is this... Oh, there's no automation to it. That's right, because I needed the pipe element sensor right here. Boom, boom, bang. And yeah, that's fine. Now I do have... I was gonna say, I already have the storage tanks for... Where are they? They're there. I have the liquid storage tanks, so I could like slap one down here and kind of get some clay production going, but you know what? I'm gonna set up a dedicated system for that, I think. So, yeah. Alright, and yeah, I'm not really using the water down here yet. Not that the pump is even built, so. One thing I kind of want to do, though, is build a gas reservoir and start storing some of this hydrogen here, because, well, hydrogen is nice to have. Could I not put it there? Why can't I put it there? Whatever. Put it there, and then we'll route it over. Maybe we'll do a couple of them. Store up a little bit of hydrogen. Know what I mean? And then we'll do gas pipe like this. Gas pipe like that. There we go. Okay. Oh, we're gonna need this to go here as well. All right, perfect. Now I can start storing some of that hydrogen that I'm not using, and then it won't get all backed up. Not that it's even backed up, you know. I still have a little bit more in the pipe I could let it, but it's fine. We'll just get this taken care of. Not the most important thing, but it's helpful. I thought I closed this door. You know what? Just get rid of it. It's whatever. Get rid of the door. Yeah, digging up to the surface to try and reach some iron, potentially. With no atmo suits, mind you, because I have no reed fibers. So, how am I going to get reed fibers? There's no drekkos on this map, I'm assuming. And there's none of the reeds, the plants. So, how am I going to get reed fibers? The thing is, like, I can't go to space and get them. I don't even know if you can go to another planet and get reed fibers, but even if you could, I can't do that because you need an atmo suit to board a rocket. So it has to come from the printing pod unless I'm missing something. I'm pretty sure reed fibers only come from thimble reeds and drekkos. I can't actually look at reed fibers, but yeah, so thimble reeds and drekkos are the only thing that give you reed fibers, I believe. So am I just like, can I just not go to space? Can I just not build atmo suits ever? Is that what's going on here? That could be. That could be what's going on. I need to set that to polluted water. There we go. So any polluted water coming through this line will get redirected through this into our waistline here and then get filtered out. Ideally, we would actually like... Yep, I remember this. This is where Ruby died. Okay. You're still suffering, Ruby. Where's your air, buddy? You need to, let's see. Stop building. This is where he died, like on my outro last time. Is he gonna die again? Well, I just lost Ruby. Okay. I guess it was unavoidable. Okay. Dude, why is it always Ruby? Ruby died in the last one, too. What is it about rubies and dying? Alright, well, we had our first death. Unfortunately, it was Ruby again. It's not a racist thing, I swear. I didn't do it on purpose. We need to put a grave somewhere, though. We don't have a turbine room to enclose it in this time, so I need to put it somewhere else. Somewhere, it's got to be somewhere permanent, because... Yeah, we don't want to have to dig up Ruby's grave later on. That would be devastating. I could, like, stick it right here. I'm gonna do this. I may not ever use this volcano or oil fisher, but if I do, then we can just enclose it in that room and it'll be fine. Ruby can chill with the oil fisher for the rest of his dead life. All right, give me reed fibers. No reed fibers. Do I even want the pufflet? I think I'm just gonna reject all. I know the pufflet can give me food, but I don't care. I'm just gonna say no to the pufflet. And oh, you know what? I needed another dupe. Crap. What was Ruby's job? Ruby was our builder. Well, Ruby was kind of a fill, wasn't he? He just kind of he did all the roles that we needed. Okay, well, I'll have to remember to grab a dupe next time. What do I kind of want though as a dupe? Probably just more building and digging is fine. Yeah, that's probably fine. We'll just roll with that. Oh man. Well, apparently the reload was pointless, but whatever. Ruby dies again. Poor Ruby. We shall remember you forever, sir. Okay. Get down to the oil. Excuse me. Maybe start setting up petroleum. I don't know what's more important, clay or petroleum. I guess maybe clay because... Well, no. I'm going to be setting the petroleum stuff up in here, so... I was going to say because of temperature. Because, like, the petroleum generators and whatnot can get quite toasty. But... No. Temperature is not an issue. There's our fire poles, so I could do something like this. Not that it's needed, but it will help a little bit, maybe. Hopefully. Why can't I build it there? Whatever. Can you really not build over a shutoff? I guess you can't build a ladder over it, so you wouldn't be able to build a fire pole either. Oh, whatever. We'll move that eventually. No research. Let's see. Metal refinery could be nice. We already have plastic, right? Yeah, we have plastic. Mini pumps could be good, but I'm not even making plastic right now, so I'm not too worried about that. You know what? We could actually make quite a bit of natural gas with fertilizer synthesizers the old school way. Tons of fertilizer synthesizers with polluted water. Because we do have a lot of polluted water, but... Nah. You know what? Let's go into ranching. Maybe I can get some hatches rolling, because I only had one hatch. Did he live? He's still alive. So if I can get this hatch, or maybe if it lays an egg, I can. Let's do this. Could make Hatch Island again. No, I'm not going to make Hatch Island. I'm just going to stick it down here. So if I get a hatch, egg, well, when this hatch lays an egg, rather, I'll put it in this storage bin, and then I'll drop it, and I'll just, like, gather my hatches around there. And then maybe I don't need to actually employ a rancher and increase the morale or anything like that. Yeah, I can't make any of this. I have a little bit of coal that I got from, I believe, the printing pod. So I could make where did I get clay from? Hold on. Do I have a deodorizer somewhere? I do. Okay. Well, I need coal to make ceramic too. I didn't realize that. Yeah, so we're gonna need to get hatches going for coal production because, yeah, there's no coal on this map either. At least not that I can see. I'm assuming if there is any coal, it's just gonna be a very small amount. So yeah. So I'm going to be looking to get a hatch stable set up, or maybe not even a hatch stable. Well, I do have plenty of dirt and sandstone to feed them. Actually, do they eat sand? I don't know if they eat sand. Let's check the codex. Hatch. Does it tell me? Yeah, diet. So it does eat sand. Eats sand, sandstone. Okay, so that's how I'm getting my coal, because, well, we've got plenty of sand and sandstone, I think, to feed hatches for a very, very long time. So our coal is good. So yeah, we're going to set up a hatch stable. Probably the same hatch stable I had done a video on. So I'm going to have to go refresh my memory on that before I start on it. But I still remember the general layout, I think. So I might start digging out an area for that. I think my base is probably going to go up here, like the bulk of it, like the kitchen and everything. So I don't want to put it over there. We should dig out an area with a lot of sand and things, like over here. That way we have plenty to feed them. Could do it over here too, kind of out of the way, because it's going to be mostly automated. So I'm trying to think why do my dupes even need to get in there? They technically don't. If I set up something to refill the food dispenser. Well, actually, they'd need to get in there to, like, pet them or whatever it is. Groom them. Potentially. So, you know what? This isn't that far, though. So, yeah, I'm just going to dig out right here. We're just going to dig a ladder up like this. Actually, I don't need to uproot that. Dig a ladder up like this to the top of the sand. And then, yeah, I'm just going to start digging this out this way. Dig a pretty large space. That should be plenty. And then, yeah, we'll just dig all this out. And we'll just go layer by layer from top to bottom. That way all the debris is out of the way and things. And we'll be good to go. We definitely need to pick up another builder slash digger, though. Because this is a pretty big project, and having only one person on it is going to take a very long time. So I would rather have it done sooner than later, if you know what I mean. Got this tunnel going on over here, which I'm assuming is just going to reveal more sand and sandstone and copper. I guess this is kind of a desert map. Somebody was saying that on Discord. It is kind of a desert, so naturally it would be full of sand and sandstone and things. My food's good. Stress is still a little bit high. Why is that? They have insane morale right now. Why is their morale so high? Showered. Okay, so we definitely don't need them on this high schedule here. Let's just take the downtime. Oops. We can just do 2 morale. Well, I don't. What was the point of that? What? I just need to move them up here. Ashcan and Bert. There we go. All right, yeah. 2 morale should be fine. I could probably even go down to 0 morale, really. But let's see how it adjusts. They might not all get the shower buff at all times, so I gotta be aware of that. Didn't I set up a polluted water dump? Priority 7. I'm gonna put it up to priority 8. And the fresh water dump, we'll put that to an 8 as well. That way these things actually get emptied, maybe? Mop that up now. Really? You ran over there, dug one thing? Jeez, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't even know if these tanks are necessary, actually. I'm going through quite a bit of hydrogen. Becomes idle when the area reaches maximum pressure capacity. I saw this when I don't remember where I saw it, but I remember noticing that it says becomes idle. And I'd never quite read that, so I'm wondering, do I even need this atmo sensor? Because, like, I thought that electrolyzers, once they reach max pressure, would actually start deleting gas a little bit every time they went off. But I'm not sure that's the case. I don't know. I mean, it's not hurting anything being there, so I'll just leave it for now. So our water's almost backed up to the carbon skimmer, so when this water goes through, it should feed the carbon skimmer a little bit. And it did. There we go. Alright, so carbon skimmer should be running consistently now, because we're always going to have water backed up to this point. Well, with a few more bathroom uses, it'll be backed up to that point. Again, the toilets toilets produce a little more polluted water than they take in due to dupes urinating and whatnot. I'm assuming that's what they do in there. I've never actually looked. Alright, so is this door even doing anything? Not really. The pressure in here is actually higher than in here. I wonder if that's because of the oxyfern. I'm just going to open this door. Just slowing things down. This one will leave because hydrogen. Alright, so we need a builder / digger. Oh, wow. I got brine and joya seeds. But that's not what I'm after. Let's see. You have literally nothing. Increased food morale bonus, biohazardous, and gastrophobia. +7 creativity. I suppose increase decor morale bonus. Well, my decor is not that great right now, so cannot do decorating. You know, I'm gonna take this guy, and we'll train him on art as well as building and whatnot. And that way, I have like an artist or decorator. All right, Hassan. You, sir, are going to be primary building, and then digging, secondary, and then we'll put your decorating. Actually, we'll do this. We'll do decorating on high and building on high. We're not going to have tons of decorating errands early on. Put your attack on high as well. And your tidy? Nah, tidy can stay there. Yeah, we're just going to sit like this for a bit. And he's going to be a slow builder for a while because he's got no skill in it, but hopefully we can fix that. Let's go ahead and get... Do we need animal control? Not really, and I don't have any plastic yet anyway. Not even close to producing it. So... You know, let's get conductive wiring. I'm figuring when I dig up the lead, I could make the conductive wires out of lead. And that'll be a good use for that. Carbon dioxide should be sinking down quite a bit at this point. Yeah, we're pretty much out of hydrogen, so I don't know why I set up those tanks, but you know what? It's fine. Okay, so I'm just waiting for this hatch to lay an egg, which it's not going to do for a very long time. I think around age 90 is when they drop it. Maybe even like 95 or something. It's like right before they die, so I don't remember exactly, but he will definitely be dropping it. You know what I should actually do? Let me make... I'm going to make a little bit of refined carbon. Because... Well, I don't know why. Just to have it, I guess. Turn the little bit of coal I have into refined carbon. Hopefully I can get up to the surface, grab some iron, and make a little bit of steel. Because I'm not going to have gold, so if there's anything I don't want to overheat, I'm going to have to build it out of steel. Which may be a bad thing. Because it's going to be tough to get enough iron to make enough steel to build a rocket. I mean, it is going to take a long time. I'm kind of wondering if this was a bad seed to kind of start a series on. Not like I'm going to go back at this point, but... Because all I'm really doing is just delaying everything by not having the resources available. So I kind of just have to wait for them to fall from space, right? As far as the iron goes anyway. And then the hatch is obviously the coal production and things, so I don't know. I don't know. Another thing I could do is actually set up a morb farm and use deodorizers there to kind of get oxygen production plus clay. That might be better than using the water. I don't know. I'll think about that later on. I'll figure something out, I'm sure. Time to break into the desert and find more sand and more sandstone. So much fun. How come Ruby hasn't been buried yet? Oh my gosh. You guys, you need to bury Ruby so you can start mourning. What's wrong with you dudes? What is wrong with you? I'm going to turn super speed on, let it kind of just roll. I should probably leave super speed on the entire time, honestly. It scares me a little bit to do that, though, because you could just miss something. Well, I guess 3 times it didn't matter when Ruby died, so maybe super speed wouldn't matter anyway. I don't know. You know, this door can actually deconstruct. I think that was locking these shine bugs in at one point, but they actually ended up getting out. So, doesn't matter. Alright, there's our mesh tile. Now let's put our tasteful memorial there. Let's make sure these are high priorities. Ruby needs to get buried. Yeah, I guess the really good news, though, is that I'm going to have plenty of hatch food. So, coal is, once I get it going, coal is going to be, like, pretty good. I'm not going to have to worry about that. We can probably dig this out now. Go ahead and open that door. Priority 9 on the memorial. Somebody go build it. Poor Ruby, man. Poor Ruby. Skill points. Let's see. Who earned a skill point? Okay, Hassan. I think I'm going to give you construction. Although you love art. I don't care. I'm giving you construction because we need things to get built faster. Ashcan, I'm going to give you construction as well. Ooh. I think I'm going to give you carrying and construction. Your morale's up to 8. What about Bert? What do you do? You're a researcher. That's right. Do I really want to mess with anything here? I don't think I do. What about Bubbles? Critter ranching we're going to need eventually, but not right now. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hold the other people's skill points. Okay, here's our water. Drippity drip. Down the rabbit hole. More. Dig more over to the right. Need to find more things. Will somebody build this, please? Poor Ruby, man. Just laying there. Rotting. See how fast Bert operated that pitcher pump? Holy cow. What do I want to go into? Well, let's think. What are we going to need for the ranch? I I'm not going to need critter traps because I'll just relocate eggs, I think. Probably. Actually, I don't need to with hatches. I can just wrangle them. So we're going to need sweeper arms and all that stuff. So let's just go into the conveyor stuff. Actually, where are the sweeper arms? Oh, they're there. So yeah, auto sweepers and the conveyor systems go into that stuff. And then I have most of the automation, so I think we're good there. Yeah, this circuit is probably going to need upgraded to conductive, so I'll go dig up this lead, hopefully, and build all those wires out of lead. That's the plan, anyway. We will see how it works. Plans don't always go to plan, you know what I mean? This hasn't been touched at all. I think I'm just gonna have to stop issuing like build tasks and whatnot for a while because they're just not able to get to it. All right, rest in peace, Ruby. There is your new home. And of course, not all of the water. Hello? Not all of the water made it down, but it was enough. That stuff up. Perfect. I have to make sure not to lose anybody else digging through the sand. You know, if I was smart, I would do something like this. This way, if the sand falls, it's not as far away, so the duplicate can get to it quicker, hopefully. That's the idea anyway. Alright, there's all our bottles. Printing pod, reed fibers, sandstone. Yeah, that's what I need. Definitely need some sandstone. I don't have enough sandstone right now. Please give me more. Thank you. Awesome. More sandstone, guys. More hatch food. So this is going to be sweep only for critter eggs. So hopefully this hatch survives long enough to lay an egg. Considering this is like my only hatch. Never mind, I have more. I lied. Alright, we're good. Oh, that's where I'm getting coal from. The hatches are eating the polluted dirt, I'm assuming? I don't think they eat clay. Tofu? You can make tofu? Oh! Spicy tofu. They added a bunch of new food. Interesting. Maybe my options aren't as limited as I thought they were. I'm gonna have to build that upgraded stove and see exactly what I can make out of what I have. But yeah, it doesn't say they eat. I guess the polluted dirt eventually turns into dirt, and they've been eating that, maybe. Because the compost turns polluted dirt into dirt, and then, yeah, they've probably been eating that. Okay. So that's where my little bit of coal is coming from. Not too bad. Okay, we got that line all backed up. This thing's back full of water again. Nice. We can actually auto this door now. That way we're not filling this place up with oxygen. This hasn't been started on. Okay. Well, I now have a clear plan for what I need to do, whereas before I didn't. Let me look for some hatch eggs real quick. I'm not seeing any. That's something I'm gonna have to be watchful for, because I need to start moving hatches over here. Well, actually, I don't need to. I would like to congregate them in like one area so I can feed them sandstone with a single feeder, but they're fine where they are, right? They're not gonna, as long as they're not gonna die, then I have no worries really. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment if you have any questions or suggestions or anything like that. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.